Hi vinyl community, it's Mike here, and today I'm going to jump on a thread by Steve as All the World to Stage. It's his very first thread, and you don't have to get any records out to do it, because it's I've never owned any records by these 5 artists. So Steve stipulates that they have to be fairly big artists, so I think he said that they would be capable of filling a 20,000 seat arena. So I'm pretty certain all of these will qualify. So first up, it's the Beach Boys. Now, you know, when I was a little kid, I was aware of the Beach Boys, knew their songs, and by the early 70s when I started buying records, they just didn't do it for me. You know, middle class white kids from California go surfing. I just couldn't relate to this sort of thing. I don't really like the music, and for that reason I've never owned any records by them. And next up, Fleetwood Mac. Now, I know that Rumours is probably the biggest selling vinyl album every single year for about the last 10 years, but again, I think they're okay. I remember Albatross in the charts years and years ago, but they've never really excited me, so I've never actually bought any records by Fleetwood Mac. Number 3, and it's Prince. Now, I must admit that I quite like Prince, but for whatever reason, I've never felt the need to actually own any records by him. You know, if I hear him on the radio and whatever, that's fine. You know, I've got nothing against him. I think, you know, I think he's pretty good, but I just don't own any records by Prince. And this one might be a bit controversial. It's the boss, Bruce Springsteen. I've tried over the years. I've tried and tried to see what all the fuss is about Springsteen, but all I hear is mainstream American rock music. I mean, the guy's got a social conscience. You know, that's one thing, and I think that's very good. But he just doesn't do it for me. I think maybe it was again the sort of the era. I mean, I think was it Born to Run came out in about 1975, which was, I suppose, a sort of breakthrough. And then Born in the USA, what was that, early 80s, about 1982. And again, you know, I think by that time the world had moved on. I mean, I'd certainly moved on, and you know, I wasn't listening to this sort of music then. I'm not listening to it now. So even though quite a few of my mates like Springsteen, I could just never get into him, however hard I tried. So there you are. That's the 4th one. And finally, this is quite different. The final one is Leonard Cohen, probably, you know, one of the greatest Canadian singer-songwriters ever. And I just don't own anything by him, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. Whenever I hear his stuff, I really like it, and I just don't. For whatever reason, I've just never owned a record by him. So I think that when I go to record fair, there's one in Leeds on Saturday. If I see a Leonard Cohen record, I'm going to buy it and put that right. So then this video will be 4 artists that I've never owned a record by. So that's it. That's my 5, and I'll see you next time. Bye.